here we go. So, it's been extremely hot here in New York City. This is nothing new because we all know how brutal summer in the city can be. And I'd just like to say for the record, I don't complain about... Okay, that's a lie. It's just a blatant lie. I definitely do complain when it's freezing in the city in the winter because it's awful walking around, but you know, I also don't ever claim to love the summer. I am an in-between seasons person, or a fall, spring person, but mostly fall person because let's just call a spade a spade. The fall is the best season of the year. Anyway, so I'm just commenting on the fact that it is brutally hot and very humid the last few days and a couple weeks in the city. And lately, it's just been really challenging to deal with, we'll say. So if you have ever lived in New York City or are here visiting, you will know exactly what I'm speaking about by the fact that stepping outside feels like you are walking into the mouth of a person who is sick with 101 degree temperature. Walking around, swinging your arms is not at all comforting. Any breeze that you might get is just a nice, refreshing, hot breath of someone who is working out and decides to breathe in your face. Usually it's mixed with the smell of garlic and crap that is on the city sidewalk, and you don't really know if what you're smelling is a human being or a dead rat or a Taco Bell restaurant. Not gonna lie, that's legit how it is. I'm not exaggerating one bit. And to top it off, this morning I read on my Facebook newsfeed that cockroaches like to fly when it gets this hot and humid out. So not only are we battling the elements, the stenches, and the sweaty subway platforms, but now we're also battling ancient dinosaur-like roaches that are taking flight and are probably going to attack us. So, positive things. But today, I'm sorry I just spent 3 minutes talking about that, but today, I want to talk about hydration. Exciting, but legit. Staying hydrated in the summer in the city, a lot of people forget what they need to drink in order to stay hydrated. You would think it would be easy to remember to drink water, but I feel like a lot of us, our brains are so programmed to not choose water when we're thirsty during the rest of the year that a lot of the time, like, we have this thirst cue, and you've heard this before, like, you're really thirsty, but you go and grab food because you think you're hungry, but meanwhile you should just down a glass of water and you'd probably be satisfied. But it's more than that. It's more like, I have had so many clients who straight up tell me, I hate the taste of water. I hate drinking water. And to me, that's just, their body is so adapted and accustomed to putting all this processed crap and sweetened beverages or just flavored things into their body that when they go and taste water, which is super refreshing and it's just like the best drink ever when you're dying of thirst or whatever, their body's just like, this has no taste. I hate the texture. I hate the consistency. Give me something with carbonation. Give me something with this artificial sweetener. Give me something with sugar in it. So it's your own fault for why you hate water. But so we forget what it is that we need to drink to stay hydrated. Now, yesterday I was walking around and literally just stepping outside made me start perspiring. All day, it's like that. You could take a cold shower and you could go right back outside and you'd start sweating again. It's awesome. Deodorant doesn't work. I drink water all day long. It's something that I've done for years. It's just, that's what I crave when I'm thirsty. I do drink coffee and I do drink kombucha and I do put fresh lemon squeezed into my water. Those are the main things. Okay, but I'm getting a little bit off topic. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So, it's super easy to get dehydrated during the year and then more exacerbated during the summer, right? So when you're thirsty, that's your body basically telling you, like, already you are dehydrated, give me water, give me hydration. But there's a few things that do affect your body's hydration. So one is water and the other is electrolytes. Electrolytes being like potassium, sodium, chloride, what's another one? Something with a B. And bicarbonate. See, I told you it was with a B. So basically, an imbalance of water or an imbalance of your electrolytes can cause you to become dehydrated. So that's why you hear people say, oh, you need to drink water to be hydrated, but then they also say, like, oh, you need to drink sports drinks or other kind of like drinks that have electrolytes in them to stay hydrated. And that's why Smart Water has electrolytes in it to keep you hydrated on both levels. So, like, why do I care if I'm hydrated or not? So the main things of the body that are affected when you become dehydrated are your brain, your nervous system, and your muscles. It's super common for symptoms of dehydration to be, I'm just gonna read these out loud because there's a lot of them. To have a dry, this is a weird one. So that's why it's super common to have muscle twitching when you're dehydrated. Also to be extremely lethargic, to have irritability, to be confused, to have like sort of just feel tight overall in your body. Obviously, having extreme thirst, being parched, dry mucous membranes, not producing a lot of saliva. Those are some symptoms of a certain kind of dehydration called hypernatremia. And hypernatremia is characterized more by a loss of water versus a loss of electrolytes. Then other symptoms that you can get are just being sleepy, thirst, decreased urination, muscle weakness, fatigue, headache, dizziness. So again, a lot to do with brain cognition and function. Sometimes the best thing to do when you're dehydrated is not to drink a ton of water. Sometimes the overconsumption of water can cause a certain other kind of dehydration where you completely dilute the electrolytes, meaning there's more water than there is electrolytes, and that balance is off, which is not a good thing. So sometimes you do want to have fruit or other things that have electrolytes in them to rehydrate you. So we all know that water is good at hydrating you for one reason. So what are some other hydrating foods that you can eat? Typically, when I am super dehydrated, I crave fruit. I crave extremely like sweet, juicy fruit that's cold, and I just want to eat a whole bowl of it. And I know that that's when I'm dehydrated, because I pretty much drink water all the time, but to be honest, I don't eat that much fruit regularly throughout the day. Maybe eat it in the morning and then if I feel like having it later. So these are my list of the 10 hydrating foods that you should include throughout your day, throughout your week, especially during the summer months. First is coconut water. And yeah, it is as awesome as it seems. Personally, I think it tastes disgusting, so I don't drink it, but it's up there. It has a ton of electrolytes. It also has a ton of other really important things that help our body absorb it better, and our body loves it. So choosing that over a sports drink is better. Also, the amount of sugar is less. Then we have foods, fruits, vegetables, celery, watermelon, cucumber. I mean, when you bite into these fruits and vegetables, don't you realize how juicy they are? There's a lot of water in there. Kiwi, bell pepper, and citrus fruits galore, from lemons to oranges to grapefruits, carrots, pineapple. So basically what I'm saying is, the next time you're running around the city and you start to feel tired or lethargic or really thirsty or get a little bit confused, get on the wrong subway, get yourself a bottle of water and get yourself some fruit or buy some coconut water. The more juicy and the more watery that fruit is, the better, and you will basically help yourself become hydrated once again, and all will be right with your world. Thanks guys for checking me out. If you like what I have to say and you want to see more, please comment below, like this video, and subscribe. I am hoping to stick to this because it's fun talking to myself into a camera every morning, and I'm hoping to also provide some value to the people that decide to just click on me and listen. So anyway, I hope you got something out of today's video. My roommate just woke up, so I don't want them to think I'm a weirdo for talking to myself. Although whatever, I don't actually care. But more importantly, I'm gonna eat my breakfast. So what's a good sign off? Yeah. Bye.